Good morning, everyone. Futures are green. The SPY gapped up a little bit this morning. Crude's down. We do have some crude numbers today, so that's going to affect our energy plays. Natural gas is back above the 9. Chewy had an earnings beat, so they're up. MDB is up about 8%. And there's a small cap MF that is up. I'm actually watching it now. It's a small guy. It broke out of a trend break. It's pushed up, and after hours broke out of a trend break and then flagged back to the 9, trying to see if it'll push now and give me a scalp. This is AMC. Would like to take a look and go through our daily watch list, and I did add a few charts. I added the dollar chart, the US dollar, to take a look at that, and the 20-year bond. This is AMC. We had this nice move up, got this trend break, and it has pulled back. Your MAs are trying to turn down here. It's provided some nice short plays the last 2 days. This is the put to call ratio. We did push back into the bearish zone yesterday. The McLaren oscillators were very overbought, and it gave them a chance to cool off. So going into yesterday at market open, we knew the oscillators were very, very overbought still. So we were expecting a choppy day, possibly pulling back at open, and that's exactly what we got. Nice trending day, trades both directions. A US dollar, you can see we've pulled back. This offered some relief to the market. We have pushed off this 50, took the 9 back. The 20 is the next level to watch there. VIX, we've been waiting for this, patiently waiting for this to open up below the 50. Or basically, so we closed below the 50 yesterday, so we will be watching if we can hold this area down here. We'll be looking for UVXY puts. Apple, still holding this 20. Still looks decent. The 9's turning up to try to follow the price up. Still a chance that we can push on this. This is AbbVie. Let's go look at the daily chart. This was a short play we put out that's working very well. Pulling back, you want to watch this 144.33 area. I would also watch this candle, like I said in yesterday's video. Keep an eye on that candle. I draw a line at that candle just to see the reaction at that level, just to make sure. You can see a nice downtrend the last 2 days. AMD, we are still holding the 50 here. We broke out of this downtrend, still holding this 50. See if we can continue to hold that. Affirm, we talked about how this was a major level here, pushing into this trend. So far, it's seen nothing but rejection. We are up a little bit in pre-market. If we can take this 9 out on the daily, consider going bullish. We've got to keep an eye, keep in mind that this trend is still here. There's still a resistance level here. If we can get below this 20, we're going to look for short plays. This is Affirm's 15. You can see we've gapped up into this 50. Got to be careful with that. That's kind of the area to watch right now. AMC's 15-minute chart, you can see it's pulled back nicely. AMD, been trading, as you can see from the daily, we've been trading sideways in this little tight channel here. Apple been really flat. Got a nice push yesterday morning on heavy call flow. Offered some good trades, but then it pulled back with the market. It was just about the strongest thing at market open that we had on our radar, besides CRM. Boeing, we talked about how this 20 here was a big spot. See how we handle it. You see the 15 pulled back with the market, bounced right off this 127.42-ish level. Looks like we're down a little bit. Let's see where we are. So it tried to push up and still holding it, but you can see the red candle right there. Still worth keeping an eye on. We do know that the 132.48 would be resistance. Would feel better about going long on it above that area. There's enough room for a trade up to that area, and you can make money with calls, especially with the proper strike. This is Cliff. This provided a nice opportunity for a member yesterday. He knew that the 200 had been a major area, was able to break below. When the market pulled back, he knew he was able to get below that area, knew where the level was able to offer a trade opportunity for him. CVX pulling back, energy pulled back yesterday. See the 15-minute, putting in kind of a rounded bottom here though, or a double bottom. We'll see what it wants to do after the energy numbers come out today. Crude numbers. ExxonMobil, pretty much the same thing, holding this support level right here. Say a lot of the energy names are pulled back yesterday. This is Halliburton. It did push a little bit, but we're still watching this 44, 64-ish area. We want to get above this, looking for plays to go long that hasn't run massively like some of these oil plays have. So still watching Halliburton. The Qs still holding this 20 here. Still a chance we can see the 9 trying to roll up to catch up with the price action. That's what we need. We need this 9 to get up here and help push us up. MACD still looks decent on the daily. You see, it's been really, really tight. It pushed it open. It seemed a little stronger than the Qs at first, or the Qs seemed a little stronger than the SPY at first, then weaker at the end of the day. This is the 20-year TLT, the 20-year bond. You can see the Fed just started selling bonds yesterday. The last 2 days, the bonds have pulled back. We are under all our major moving averages here. We do have a bear flag here. If we break below this bear flag, we're going to look for puts. IWM. Been trading weaker than the market overall. It has gapped up this morning. You can see right here. We are right into a moving average. See how we treat that at market open, if we can hold these levels. MRO, been pulling back with the market, or pulling back with the crude, the energy names. Facebook, right into the 20 here. News come in yesterday, talked about this in the last video. News come in yesterday about one of the members leaving. Cheryl's actually leaving leaving Facebook, and the price action pulled way back yesterday, provided some opportunities. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. Looks like it's up just a little bit in pre-market, just a little bit here. See it pushed up, got a red candle here. The markets probably have some uncertainty right now. MRO, just like the rest of the energy names, pulling back, but it was extended here outside of the Bollinger Band, so it needs to pull back and stay within these Bollinger Bands. Oxy, same thing. The energy names have pulled back. We're going to be watching these closely when them numbers come out today. SoFi, still right into this trend line here. This is a big spot back below the 50, below the 9. The 20 is the next level to keep an eye on. Get below that 20, we're definitely looking for a put, please. Once again, if we can somehow push above that trend line, we'll go long on it. SPY, consolidating here, trying to let the 9 catch up. Still a little concerned about the market. I definitely don't think we're going back to new highs anytime soon. See, it's been choppy. We pulled back yesterday. This provided a lot of good opportunities yesterday. I covered them in the last video. A lot of good opportunities here. We were able to trade the SPY in both directions. The SPY pays the bills. So I put UNG back on the list, just the 15-minute chart. Just want to keep an eye on it. Natural gas is back above the 9 on the daily, so let's keep an eye. If we can take this 29.80 level out, let's look for a move up here. Upstart, we said this 20 was a huge area. Pulling back, we can get below this 9, look for shorts. If it is actually up this morning just a little bit, I see it on the scanner. Let's see what the 15 looks like. I don't really see much here worth talking about. If we can get below this 9 here on the daily, we're looking for short plays. If we take the 20 out, we'll go long. Play the action. Wells Fargo still struggling here at the 50. The 9 and 20s on their way up. You can see the 9s just crossed the 20 on its way up. This banks still have a chance to push in this market. Banks actually pushed strong at the end of the day yesterday. Everything, they basically just run a sell program to try to push some longs out at the end of the day. ExxonMobil, still a very strong chart. Zim, let's look at the daily. You can see we did lose the 9. We opened up below the 9. We did try to push back into, which is resistance, was support, which is resistance right now. Still not totally giving up on this. We're respecting this trend line. Just a lot of bearish volume coming to it yesterday, the day before. That's concerning with that big red candle. And that's the end of our chart list. Give us a follow, and I'll see you in the trading room.